Let's be honest. If you're like most people, you feel like you're doing everything right. You work hard, you pay your bills, you try to save, and yet somehow you're still stuck, financially frozen, living month to month, watching your money come in and disappear just as quickly. It's frustrating and it's exhausting. But here's an important truth. If you're stuck financially, your job and your mindset both play a role. That's not to downplay your circumstances. Life's expensive and wages haven't kept up for many, but research shows that habits, financial literacy, and beliefs about money significantly influence your financial progress. The deeper reason most people stay broke isn't just external, it's internal. By the way, if you're new to this channel, hi, I'm Lily from InvesLily. I help everyday people ditch the excuses, skip the fluff, and start building wealth from wherever they are. Today we're talking about why you feel stuck financially. What's actually holding you back, even if it's not what you think. And most importantly, how to break free and start moving forward, one doable step at a time. Let's dive in. First, let's talk about why most people never escape the cycle. They confuse motion with progress. You wake up early, go to work, grind for 40+ hours a week. Maybe you even pick up a side hustle. You're busy, you're tired, so you assume, I must be moving forward. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Hard work doesn't guarantee wealth. If it did, construction workers, nurses, teachers, and delivery drivers would be millionaires. And yet, many of them are barely scraping by. Why? Because we've been sold a lie that the harder you work, the more you'll earn. But that's only true up to a point. After that, it's not about working harder, it's about working smarter. You're stuck not because you're lazy, but because you're playing a game you were never taught how to win. Now we will identify the real culprits that keep people financially stuck. There are 5 of them. And if you don't take control of these, you'll stay in survival mode forever. 1. Financial illiteracy. If you don't know how money works, it's tough to keep it. It doesn't matter how much you make. If you're not managing it properly, it will vanish. And most schools, they never taught us this. We learned algebra, but not how to do taxes. We learned Shakespeare, but not compound interest. So the first step is unlearn the old stories and relearn how money truly works. 2. Consumer traps. Every day you're bombarded with messages telling you to spend. Buy now, pay later, upgrade your phone, lease that car, finance that furniture. You're not making financial decisions, you're reacting to advertising. And companies are really good at getting you to trade future peace for present dopamine. Advertising encourages us to spend money instantly, favoring immediate gratification over long-term financial health. 3. Living beyond your means. This one hurts because many people think they have an income problem, when really, they have a spending problem. If your spending grows every time your paycheck does, you'll never build wealth. It's called lifestyle inflation, and it's a silent killer of financial progress. 4. Fear or avoidance of investing. Most people are terrified of investing due to lack of knowledge or worries about risk, so they leave their money in accounts with interest rates that often don't keep up with inflation, which erodes its purchasing power over time. They're playing not to lose instead of playing to win. 5. No clear plan. You wouldn't drive across the country without a GPS, but most people try to wing it financially. No savings goal, no investing strategy, no budget, just vibes. And vibes don't pay bills. Without a plan, money is easily wasted. Okay, so now that we've diagnosed the problem, how do we fix it? Here's how to break free, step by step. Step 1. Build awareness. Before you do anything else, track your money. Track your spending and income for a few months. You can't fix what you don't measure. Look at your past 3 months of spending. Where is it going? What's essential and what's just impulse? You might be shocked by how much you're spending without realizing it. Step 2. Create a gap. You need to create space between what you earn and what you spend. This is your financial breathing room. Even if it's $100 a month at first, save it. Create that gap. It's not about how much you make, it's about how much you keep. Step 3. Build an emergency fund. Until you have at least 3 to 6 months of expenses saved for emergencies, you are financially vulnerable. Life happens. Car problems, medical bills, job loss. If you don't have a cushion, one surprise can send you spiraling into debt. Build your buffer. Step 4. Get out of toxic debt. Not all debt is bad, but high-interest consumer debt, credit cards, payday loans, that's financial quicksand. You're not just paying back what you borrowed, you're paying for the privilege of being broke. Attack your highest interest debt first. Every dollar you eliminate in interest payments is a dollar you just gave back to your future self. Step 5. Start investing early. You do not need to be rich to invest. That's another lie. Start where you are, even $50 a month. The earlier you begin, the more time compound interest has to work in your favor. Start with simple options: index funds, ETFs, long-term, low-fee automatic. You're not trying to beat the market, you're just trying to ride the wave. Step 6. Create leverage. This is the game changer. At some point, if you want real freedom, you need leverage. Ways to earn that aren't tied directly to your hours, like starting a side business, selling digital products, starting a YouTube channel, or investing in dividend-producing assets. The goal is simple: build something once, get paid repeatedly. Let's simplify everything into a formula. If you remember nothing else from this video, remember this: wealth equals income minus expenses multiplied by time plus leverage. Let's break that down. Income minus expenses is your savings rate. Time is how long you can stay consistent, and leverage is the multiplier that takes it from slow growth to exponential. You don't need to be a genius. You don't need to be born into money. You just need to understand this equation and apply it consistently. Finally, mindset does matter. Research links strategic thinking and disciplined financial habits with long-term success. You will never change your financial life if you keep thinking like a broke person. Rich people don't look at money emotionally. They look at it strategically. They don't ask, "Can I afford this?" They ask, "Is this the best use of my capital?" They understand that money is a tool, not a source of emotion. They don't seek comfort, they seek freedom. And most importantly, they take responsibility. It's not about blame, it's about ownership. When you accept full responsibility for your financial future, you take back your power. No more waiting on a raise, no more blaming the economy, no more excuses, just strategy, discipline, and action. Here's the hard truth. No one will care about your finances more than you do, but that's actually good news, because it means you don't need permission to change your life. You can start improving today. You don't need a lottery ticket. You don't need a rich uncle. You don't need a perfect moment. You need to decide right now. You can keep doing what you've been doing, hoping things change, or you can take control. Track your spending, create a plan, scrap high-interest debt, build assets, and start investing in your future like your life depends on it, because it does. Remember, while you can't control everything, you can always learn more. Increase your financial literacy and take small, consistent steps. Informed decisions will put you on the path to greater financial confidence and possibilities beyond what you imagine. Now you know better, so go do better. If this gave you something to think about, or a next step to take, don't keep it to yourself. Like, subscribe, and share it forward. And remember, your financial story isn't over. It's just getting started. I'm Lily from InvesLily. See you in the next one.